Hi, fourth graders. So this is going to be your video for area model practice. So let's get it up. If you want to get your spiral math notebook ready, like me, that's where I've put mine in, or you can just watch and listen because we will be practicing a lot together during math time today. So if you're in your journal, your spiral notebook, today is 10-12-20, and I'm going to title this Area Model. So what we're going to be practicing is 2 by 1 multiplication. So for example, if we had the equation 25 times 7, we're going to be drawing these. Now I know a lot of you are like, I want to do multiplication this way, right? Your parents know how to do it that way. Your older brothers and sisters know how to do it that way, and we will get there. Some of you may even know how to do it already. We're going to start with drawing though, and we're going to start with relating this, breaking it up with tens and ones so that we can really see the multiplication, creating a picture in our mind, okay? So I'm going to put a cross through this one. I know that our parents want to show us how to do it that way, and it's okay to learn and look at it, but we also need to be comfortable drawing. So let's get to it. I'm going to make my array. I'm going to make a rectangle. Of course, it's not exactly the right size to scale, okay? And we're going to break it up. We're going to start, I guess I could do my equation this way as well. Either way, the commutative property tells us we can flip-flop, right? Okay, so I'm going to put my 7 down, and I'm going to put my 25 down, okay? Now my 25 has 2 digits, meaning that it has a 10 and ones. So we're going to have this split up, and we're thinking of a number plus a number, the tens plus the ones. So I'll put a plus sign right there. When I look at 25, there are 2 groups of 10. So I'm going to label this 20. What's left are the ones. There are 5 of them, okay? So an area model now shows us 2 smaller parts. So now I can take these 2 parts and multiply them. 7 times 20. So I'm going to write that down. And that will be the area for this part. 7 times 20 is 140, right? 7 times 2, and add the 0. And then here's my next part, 7 times 5. So let's write that down. Equals 35, okay? So once I have the 2 products, my 2 answers, to find the area, to find the answer, times 7 of 7 times 25, I add my 2 parts together. 140 plus 35. I'm making sure that I keep it really nicely lined up, and then I'll start in the ones place. 5, 4 plus 3 is 7. So my answer is 175. So I can go back over here. Let's rewrite this. 7 times 25 is 175. Okay, let's try another one. We'll probably do 2 more just to really give you some more practice. So I'm encouraging you to get your math spirals out. That'll be great practice. Here's number 2. Let's try 8 times 53. That's kind of exciting. That's a super big equation, okay? But remember, we're going to be drawing them. So I promise we'll learn this way soon. All right, here we go. Let's make our drawing. I'll make it a little bigger so that I have a little more space this time. Okay, and now we're thinking of breaking these parts up. The 8 is just going to go down. That's just a single digit. I'm really paying attention to this 53, and I'll write it up here. I need to break it up, my tens plus my ones. So my first job is I'm going to split my rectangle, and I'm going to look at 53. There are 5 tens, so that means 5 tens is 50 plus 3 ones, because 50 plus 3 makes 53. Okay, now I'm going to do the smaller sections and I'll be able to add them up. 8 times 50, let's write that equation down. So I'm thinking of 8 times 5, I know that's 40, and I've got the 0, it's 400, and then I'm going to multiply the other two parts for this smaller section. 8 times 3, and I hope your fast facts tell you that's 24. Okay, I'm ready to add my two parts together. These were the products, right? I'll start with the larger number, 400 plus 24. Let's add those up. 0 plus 4, 0 plus 2, and 4. So 8 times 53 equals 424. It makes so much sense. I hope you're finding this is getting a little bit easier for you. Okay, let's try one final. This will be number 3. Okay, here we go. Let's think of a nice big equation. I'm going to do 6 times 47. Okay, again, pretty big number. I don't think you can just solve that mentally in your mind. So let's draw our array. Draw a rectangle. Give yourself enough room when you're drawing your area models. Okay, and let's plug in our numbers. The 6 can go right there. Now 47, I'll write it up here. You can kind of see the beginnings of that multiplication the other way, can't you? Let's break this up. I'll break up my rectangle. There are 4 tens, which means there are 40 plus 7 ones, 7 left, okay? Now I take my two numbers, multiply them together to find the area for this section. So I'm thinking 6 times 40. I know 6 times 4 is 24. Put on the 0. So 240. And now I have my second section. 6 times 7 will give me the area for this section. 6 times 7, I know that's 42. Okay, I'm ready to add the two areas together. I'm going to do it over here. I'll start by lining up the larger number first. 240 plus 42. 2, 4 and 4 is 8. 2. So 6 times 47 is 282. All right, you just practiced 3 more area models. That's fantastic. So today, your assignment is in your homework and remembering, right? Remember that it's the thin workbook. It's a little bit different than our nice fat math workbook. And you're going to get to practice some. So I hope you are already practicing them. It asks you to draw the rectangle, okay? You're going to find the tens product, the ones product, and the total. And that's exactly what we just practiced, right? So you're going to have to do tens, ones, and the total. So you can see in the example, here's another one for you to look at. You're going to get to do 3 on your own, okay? Then down below, it just asks you to solve. So I want you to use the space. You should be showing your work. You're not just writing an answer. When I check these books, there should be an equation there. Okay, so these are just solve. On your back page, that's going to be your remembering page. So remember, that's the review. So when I flip it over, here we go. This is remembering. So up at the top, you're going to continue to practice your rounding. So important. This top section is the nearest 100, right? The second section is the nearest 1,000. So remember, identify and locate this place and then look to the right. Okay? Comparing, that's your greater than, less than, or equal to. So you're going to be putting a sign in each of the spaces. 11 and 12, you're going to find the answers, right? That's the product, by factoring the tens. Okay? Give these a try. These were a little bit tricky. They even confused me before. So give those a try. And then finally, you have stretch your thinking. Okay? Remember, you need to try this. It's a fun one. You won't learn unless you challenge your brain a little bit. Read it twice, read it 3 times if you need to. Okay? All right, you got this. Have some fun. This is some big math we're starting. All right, see you soon.